changing lives.
Emo akwa aba Hope TV. Aha ye Hope TV Ghana. Ye demu live. Se ebreso na yetena sese ya na eye disua sronko na ye je. Se de be ya ye nyuma hodo ayeye no. Ebetimi akoyi amaye na yenya emu emfaso. Anu nti mo amu Facebook nyina so ye ma wakwa aba mo amu afiefie mu braso se mo be frɛ busuafo ene adofo nyina se obi a entwemben na fidie. Maka se ebre no so sei na wa amfa u TV anto hanom a o se ewo mre ene wada age san se ha ena nimdi ahodo nyina ewo na ene ye nkomodie mu no ye besisem kakra nti eduru ba bi na hu se kasa na dane kakra na mode ache san se ye pese obia nyamu entiase. So as the discussion proceed on, we will change the language from the local dialect to foreign language. We are going to speak English as well as Chi. So don't worry if in case maybe you join us and then you see that we are not speaking the usual Chi. Just have patience and then cooperate with us. So today we are going to have a discussion, and it is all about Adventist Heritage Cooperative Fund Limited. In short, they call it ACOF. We are going to answer all your questions. Everything that is in mind that you need to know about ACOF will be discussed here. So don't go anywhere. Just stay tuned with your television. Say the mechano and ye ACOF for ebia bedin komo. Na sheni so say eye Hope Business Forum Jumadie esun komo na ye ba bedi. Enu nti ye mo akwa abasonko ensan Emra Hope Business Forum. So na sheni so say Jumadie we are proudly sponsored by Midimafo Herbal Clinic. Midimafo Herbal Clinic is found at Kumasi, Ebuakwa, Agogo. All kinds of diseases, all kinds of sickness, just go there. We don't want to mention them so that you will say, my sickness was not mentioned. Any sickness at all, he says, come. He will put time on your sickness, and by the time is due, you realize that you have had your freedom from such illness. So please don't waste time. Just contact them on the following telephone numbers. Midimafo Herbal Clinic 0244 774 282 0244 774 282 or 0500 7272 15 0500 7272 15. Dr. Time that's so Osebra na udimafo ene wayaresa for ene asafo erade ko na onfamre ento wayare so. As usual, my name is Nana Kwamisika and I'm the host for this business forum. Before we proceed on, before I introduce my guests, before I introduce even the main topic we are going to discuss, I would want you to have patience with us as I take a short break. We will be right back.
Doctor Chadibi, Mama Nyari wasu mi pa.
Afe na twere ensem a ese monyi duana ba mfa na haban ensa yale na abamu. Dr. Tam da so ama oyalefo bia nya enida so se ne yale befire ne so. Wo ebra wode nani akyerem wo Midimafo Herbal Clinic. Oyalefo ba ho na ohye na ebra empa ho. Gise de wawuo ana wasie no nko na ontumi abubuafo enante anifrafo esna panie stroke diabetes pressure ne yale enkan ne nyina aye entatia case wasiesie na yale sabia ho kama doctor se fakakra bi beje wayalesa wo Kumase Ebuakwa Agogo oyalefo bia kaise udimafo ye Midimafo Herbal Clinic. Dr. Time that's all.
I am an angel of hope.
I'm an angel of hope.
Ubrenio, so do sika a beba Hope Channel. No one so ya sene, yet me the mere some a cock main chia saw in Chorum Yana, or Daroma, Farmain, Nafa sika fasubi, na also fabra, Yanko Kanyamsem, and ya cra a wonqua. Star 928 star 34 star 104 hash. And I say 0249 193083. Hope Channel, yes, it's Sabrabo. Hope Channel, yeah, Gia Cranomqua.
Thank you very much for your patience, for waiting for us. Yasan ba ye ba betoa ye dwumadie ni so. Say the medi kan ye wo Adventist Heritage Cooperative Fund Limited for ewo ye ntem ha. Ya ye no on e ba bedi enkomo. Se mo be kaya be bosumi ba ko atwam ntem. Omo ba ha ene ye ba betwetwe enkomo be cheche niema hodo bebre mu. Dodo na frɛ ebisa omo nsɛm omo bebisa ema omo nya ɛho anu yie. God being so good, we are glad to have them again in our midst, and we are going to continue with the discussion. We are going to throw more light on the things that you didn't get it well when they were here the last time. So please, this is the time for you to stick and stay glued to your television. Don't go anywhere, so that anything that you need to know about ACOF shall be provided to you this evening. So I'm glad to introduce my guest here. Once again, I have the Queen with me here. She goes by the name Mrs. Esther Owusu Ajay. Mrs. Esther Owusu Ajay. She is the COO, that's the Chief Operations Officer for Adventist Heritage Cooperative Fund Limited. Please, you are welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm glad to have you again.
Glad to
I hope everything is
too.
fine.
Yes, please.
The family and work as well.
Yes, please.
We thank God. Then again, I have, should I say a gentleman? Or, yes, he's a gentleman, but I don't know. This is an Adventist, so I need to get the right title. Elder. If you are an elder, I don't want to miss it, so please help me. Are you an elder? Good. That's interesting. So I have Elder Samuel Oti Buadi, and he is the Chief Financial Officer. So today I'm blessed. I know once I have the Chief Financial Officer here with me, I'll go home with something. So immediately I saw him, I said, God, thank you for allowing this interview to come on. So we have Elder here in our midst. He's also going to help in our discussion. Elder, God bless you for coming.
Thank you.
I hope you are doing well.
By His grace.
How is work?
We grateful to God for how far He brought us.
Sure.
And then business is good.
And the family?
We are doing good by His grace.
We thank God. God, we are grateful to you. We are also doing well, and we believe our viewers are also doing well as well, because it's by His grace that we are all alive and we are about to tap this opportunity. Like I always been telling you, whatever that you are doing, you may be away, you need to save. If you are working for money and you squander all the money that comes to you, and you fail to save, you are so if you don't take care, by the time you realize when it's better wine. So whatever that we are going to discuss here, don't take it as a joke. Just pay attention and follow the discussion. All right, Mama Esther.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask this: the last time you came here, after the discussion, how has the response been?
The response has been very good. We've had a lot of calls. A lot of people want to register.
Okay.
Yes. And although they are far, we've directed them to the nearest conferences. Some of them also, we send our forms electronically to them to fill and send it to us. So the response has been very good.
That's interesting.
Yes,
last Saturday I was at Winneba, and I was happy to see most of the students registering. In fact, there was certain unfortunate during the presentation, but God being so good, they were able to pay heed to her, and after that many of them responded to the call and they were registering. So this means that people are beginning to get the essence of saving and also get to know the right place to save, and that is ACOF.
Yeah.
All right. You are welcome once again.
Thank you.
Quickly, let me go to Elda. My first question happens to do with the change of the name. Before we know Adventist Heritage Fund, now we have Adventist Heritage Cooperative Fund Limited. Can you help us to understand the difference?
Okay, thank you very much, and good evening to your viewers. Ghana Adventist Heritage Fund was established to help the Seventh-day Adventist Church and its members to become financially independent.
Okay.
And then along the line, we started with the denominational workers. And then when they started picking up, we added the churches and the institutions.
Okay.
And then by regulation, we have to get ourselves well licensed so that we could work with our church members.
Okay.
So there was a need for us to go through the process through the registrar of cooperatives, get ourselves all the documentation needed, and then get ourselves licensed properly, so that we can work with our church members. And so that was the reason why we had to transition from GAF to ACOF. But the core business has not changed. And then our products and everything, even enhance the services to our members.
Okay. So if I overheard you, it means there is no change in value.
Yes.
The value is the same.
Yeah.
It's just the name.
Yes.
Just the name change.
That's interesting. Okay. My second question will also go to Ohima Esther. The members of the cooperative fund.
Yes, please.
Who can be a member?
Thank you very much.
Or let me say, who are the members?
Thank you. The members are Seventh-day Adventists in good standing,
Okay.
who would want to have financial independence. That is, they should control money, not money controlling them. So such people can join or are members of the fund. Then our churches, our institutions, and then all the Adventist entities can also be members of the fund.
Okay, so this means it's not just individuals, but group of persons within the church
Yes, please.
can also be members of the family. That's interesting. So this means once you satisfy to, or you qualify, before one qualify, you have to be a Seventh-day Adventist. Okay, so what are the other qualifications apart from being Seventh-day Adventist?
You need to be a Ghanaian
Okay.
in Ghana or in the diaspora. You can. And also you need to have a Ghana card.
Okay.
You should be a Ghanaian citizen with a Ghana card because that is a requirement.
Okay.
Yeah, those things are there. I think so. Right.
Okay, maybe Eda will want to add more.
Yeah, once you are above 18 years, a Seventh-day Adventist living anywhere in the world,
Okay.
you are eligible to be part of ACOF.
Okay.
Then you, as mentioned, require Ghana card. If you are in the diaspora, your passport.
Okay.
That shows that we can identify you with your passport, so you can have that one. And then you have our forms filled or sent to us, and then we'll create an account for you, and you can start saving.
Okay, talking about the age, you said above 18 years. Assuming I am less than 18, but financially I'm stable. Financially I qualify, but by age I don't qualify.
Okay.
Is there any other ways that I can also be part?
Yes, you can be part. In that your parents, your mom or your dad is going to stand in
Okay.
like a trust for you. So when you reach the adult age, that is the 18, then we can change everything to your name, that is the child's name, and then the child can own the account. But if you are not up to 18, then your parents or someone that is older can help you in trust of the younger one. Okay. So you can. But you cannot. Just as someone you should help you.
Okay. That should be someone that you should trust.
Yes, please.
In case of any...
A relative or...
Okay.
Yeah.
That's well understood. Now, we know the requirements. I don't know if there are any other requirement that you want to add.
You need your passport pictures.
Okay.
You need your passport pictures because that's
hard copy.
Nowadays you can do the electronic.
Yes.
Okay.
And so because the system is such that we had to upload it into the system. Okay. So even the soft copy is even better for us to do that, and then the fast track and the process.
Okay.
And in registry.
So after all these requirements, what's next? If I want to be a member, I have all the requirements that you have just mentioned. What are the process?
Okay, we have products.
Okay.
Of which you would decide which one you want. We have the savings, the savings account with a minimum of 20 cedis and above. You can open an account, and then we have a good interest on that. We have the purpose-driven. In Chi, we call it Medache.
Okay.
Yeah, purpose-driven. You have something in mind. You want to do something in the future. This is what I want to do. So with 100 cedis and above, you can put it in this account for a year. When it's about a year, you can come for your money. If you don't need the money, we take it to the next year for you. Then you continue to save. Then we have the kiddie account.
Okay.
Opening account for your children. Those who have children can open account for them. From 20 cedis and above, you can also have this account. We also give loans with a savings account. After 6 months, you qualify for a loan. That is if you need it. If you don't need it, you can continue to save.
Here, take your time. I think this is where most people are interested.
Okay, so we have the loan product as well.
Okay.
And then we have shares. For the cooperative, you need to own a share, buy a share, so that you become a member. You can be a contributor, but not a member. So let's say you buy the shares, I don't have the share. You would decide for me. You take decisions, and I have to follow it.
Okay.
So we urge all contributors to at least buy a share so that you can become a member of ACOF. So those are the products we have.
Okay.
So when you fill all those forms, then we open this account for you. When we open the account for you, you get a message on your phone that Esther, your account has been opened with the Heritage Fund. Okay. These are the numbers you can send your your monies through to. Yes.
Okay.
If you also want to send your money through the banks also, it's possible. When you call us, we'll give you our bank details, and then you can send your monies through. Okay. So when you receive the message, then you can start your contribution. Now the contribution we receive it, we put it on your account, then you get a message.
Okay.
Now because of technology, everything is clear. You get a message, the money you brought, the balance. At the end of the month also, you'll be able to have an interest on your account, on your balance. You also receive an alert message on that. So that is what we have. That's the package to open an account.
Eda, I think touching on the products is getting interesting. So somebody might want to be part or be a member of ACOF. People are watching us from afar. We are in Accra. Others are in Wenchi, Asankragwa, and the likes. How can they register? Do they have to come to Accra?
Okay. Basically, you don't have to. Wherever you are in Ghana, we have 16 regions now.
Yes.
We have 16 conferences for as far as Seventh-day Adventist Church is concerned. And so wherever you are, you know your conference office. And so wherever we have a conference, we have a representative there who represents us and does all the processes on our behalf. On the other hand, if you pick up our numbers and you call the office, we'll take you through the phone process and get yourself registered by you doing the WhatsApp, sending your other particulars that you need to send in terms of your Ghana card and then your picture, and then find a way to get your signatures, get all scanned to the system, and the account will be opened for you. So you don't necessarily have to come to Accra to get your account opened. Wherever you are in Ghana, you'll be able to do that. Hopefully in the near future, as technology gives and permits,
sure,
you can just go to our website and then create your account from there. You don't have to go anywhere. By sitting in your house, in your bedroom, your living room.
Very interesting.
You can have that account opened, and then you get alert, as Auntie Esther said, and then you start your contributions.
Okay. So this means that the savings can also be done the same way you register.
All products.
You don't need to go to the headquarters, or you come to the I'm talking of the savings. Assuming that I am in Accra City Conference, maybe there's a rep there. Do I have to move from my house to go and pay, or I can do that in my comfortable home?
All right, thank you. The process is through mobile phone.
Okay.
Yeah, we use the financial technology on your phone. So at the comfort of your home, you can send money anytime. Sometimes the customer thinks that because I said I'll be paying 20 cedis every month, that is what I should do. No.
Okay.
When we open the account for you, it's yours to operate. Today you have a 20 you can send. Tomorrow you have a 20 you can send. Next week you have a 20 you can send. Not because you said 20, then you wait till the end of the month, then you send that particular amount you decided to pay. No. Anytime you want to get more money. So when the money is in your hand, you might spend it. Immediately it comes on your phone, in your home, wherever you are, you can just send it to us, and then we put it on your account. That's why I said, if you don't want the mobile phone transaction, you can also get in touch with us. We'll send you our bank details, and then you can also drop in your monies through the bank, and then we'll also credit your account with it.
That's interesting. My viewers, if you just join us, discussing now is everything about Adventist Heritage Cooperative Fund Limited. We want to know how you can get yourself registered, how you can be a member. We are going to talk about the benefits and everything that involves Adventist Heritage Cooperative Fund. So please, if you just join us, you are welcome, and don't go anywhere. Stay with us till the end of the program. I want to find out, after the registration, or someone may want to know, why should he or she become a member? Talking about the beneficiaries.
Okay, so on the form, in terms of beneficiaries on the form, we have your next of kin, you have a beneficiary. Those are people when, in the event of you passing, we give the monies to. And so you give the names, the number, the age, and the percentage that you want us to give to them. And then in the event of you not being around, we can give to your dependents or your survivors. Okay. If, as she's mentioned, Mrs. also just mentioned, if you want to have a standing order, that's through the bank, so that you were like, I'll forget that I wanted to pay money. And so consistently you have, you go to your bank, you fill out the form, and then give that instruction that every month take 200, every month take 100, every month take 50. And consistent until you go and change that instruction, the bank will continuously send it. The moment it gets to us, and we input it in our system, you have your text message to see. And immediately you get that text message, you're going to have your available balance immediately on your phone. And so at any point in time, once you look at your last text message you got from ACOF, you see your balance with ACOF. at any point in time, even before you send another contribution, you can check your balance to test to see, because you need to check that money is coming and being added to your account. And so once you look, today I was about to send 100, my balance was 600. When I get a text message, it should read that I have 600 accredited to my account and my balance now is 700 Ghana cedis. And once that one is done, you know that your money has been received and is properly allocated to your account. Without having been like, you might be thinking that the monies have been received and it was not given to your account. Sometimes on the text message, because we have weekends, so when you have sent like late Friday, Saturday, Sunday, since we are not in the office, you will not be receiving a prompt immediately. And so when we come first Monday morning, we will do all those postings and then you receive your alert. So
assuming you made payment on Friday,
yes,
you might be wondering, why am I not receiving any message?
Yes. So we just wait and then definitely the text message will come.
Okay. All right. There are other saving institutions. How is ACOF so different and special from the other saving institutions?
Okay, so you see, Cooperative is one of the oldest, and if not even the largest institution in the world.
Okay.
In fact, it's about 1 billion people because it's community based. And then as Seventh-day Adventists, we have restricted ourselves to our church members, and so that is our community.
Okay.
And then we're looking out after our own. And so as an Adventist who has some monies to save, where else do you want to send your money to? Once your own church has an institution, that gives you competitive interest rates on your savings, and then a very low interest rate when it comes to our loan products. In fact, after consistent 6 months, you can apply for a loan if you really need to, and then expand and progress. And then once you pay us through your mobile money, we send your money in terms of withdrawal, in terms of loan approval, we send it back through your mobile money, and then you receive it. So the person in Wenchi or Ho or Sunyani will not have to come or go anywhere to receive the money. As you did send us through the mobile money, we also pay you through your mobile money, except for reasons that best known to the individual. Will give us his bank account number, and they will do the transfer to the bank account, especially when the monies involved are huge. Okay. That's what we'll do for
Okay. I also want to add that in terms of interest rates, ours is the best in town.
Compared to others?
Yes, please. Okay. Because when you receive your interest at the end of the month, and you compare if you have another account in some of the banks, you can just compare and you will see that the interest returns on savings from Heritage Fund is very good.
That's interesting. I think our discussion is getting more interesting, and our viewers are also getting ready to come on with their questions. But before we proceed on, I would plead with you to stay with us as we take a short break. After the break, we are going to open the phone lines. So get your pen ready or get your phone ready so that you can dial the number. Immediately we open the phone lines, you can also call in to ask your questions or any other thing that you need to know. 0559 680066. 0559 680066. You can call when immediately the phone line is open so that you also bring your contributions and questions. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us.
Afei na twere ensem a ese monyi dua na ba mfa na haban ensa yale na abamu. Dr. Tam da so ama oyalefo bia nya enida so se ne yale befire ne so. Wo ebra wode nani akyerem wo Medimafo Herbal Clinic. Oyarefo ba ho na ohye na ebra empa ho. Gise de wawuo ana wasie no nko na ontumi. Abubuafo enante anifrafo esna panie. Stroke, diabetes, pressure ne yale enkai ne nyina aye entetia case. Wasiesie na yale sabia ho kama. Doctor se fakakra bi beje wayalesa wo Kumase Abuakwa Ago. Oyarefo bia kai se udimafo ye medimafo Herbal Clinic. Dr. Time Daso.
Thank you for staying with us. You are welcome once again. We are going to continue with the discussion, but from now onwards, you can call in to ask any question that you want to know about ACOF. So please, I give you the number again. Take your phone or your pen, and then it's 0559 680066. 0559 680066. If you just join us, this is Hope Business Forum, and we are discussing everything about ACOF, Adventist Heritage Cooperative Fund Limited. So if you just join us, you are welcome. Let's continue with the discussion, and this time around, I want us to know how one can apply for a loan. And before you answer that, can someone who is not a member apply for a loan? Is it possible?
No, please.
It's a no.
It's a no go area.
Okay.
Yes. So you have to be a member.
Members.
Yes,
okay.
It's only a member. When you contribute for 6 months,
okay,
then you are eligible. You qualify for up to 3 times your contribution.
Okay.
So at the end of the 6 months, you have a 3,000. We can give you up to 9,000.
Wow.
So if you have 100, you are getting a 300. That is how it is with the loans. So with the loans, we have 2 types. One for the church member products, and then one for church workers.
Okay.
3 or more. We even have for the institutions as well.
Okay, so when you say church workers, who are the church workers?
Those working for the church, the pastors at the conference level, yes,
okay,
please. Those people. So for a loan, you need to fill a form. Wherever you are, we will send you a form. You fill it. You can send it through the conference or through WhatsApp, through email to us. It is accepted.
Okay.
The difference between the church member and the other loans is that for the church member products or a church member coming for a loan, you need to have a guarantor that is on the fund.
Okay.
So let's say I want 30,000 and I have 20,000. Then I need to look for another person to guarantee the extra 10,000 for me.
Who is a member?
Who is a member
okay,
of the fund. Then we can give you the loan. But you need to fill the loan form wherever you are. For the church workers, it's different. Since they work at the conferences, their salary is being done from the conference, so the deductions will come from there.
okay.
Yes. So when you take the loan, we ask you how many years do you want to pay for the loan and all those things, and then you will decide, I want to take it for 6 months, for 1 year. Our maximum years is 5 years for the church workers and 3 years for the church members.
Please kindly hold on and let me attend to the caller. You are welcome. Please, your name and where you are calling from. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, please. You are welcome to the show. Your name and where you are calling from.
Good evening. I'm Cooperative from Sefi Biagoso.
Okay. Please, let's hear you.
I'm in Siankwatin from Sefi Jaboso.
All right. Please kindly mute your TV
And
set and
I'm
listen to
working
us.
at Agricultural Development Bank at Sefi Jaboso.
Okay. We are listening.
Hello.
Yes, please. Please
I'm
don't.
saying
Okay.
I'm working at Sefi Jaboso Agricultural Development Bank.
All right.
How is Adventist Heritage Cooperative linked with AGB?
Okay.
Do you get me?
Yes, we are getting you.
Is he a member?
He said,
Church member.
How is it?
Please,
You get me?
are you an Adventist?
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Hello. Oh, okay.
Sorry. We
But I
need
think
to
we
know
can
whether
still give
he's a
the answer,
member.
yes.
Okay, so since he's in
I'm
the
told
bank,
he's a member.
Okay.
since he's in the bank and is an Adventist, he can register with us.
Okay.
And so now with the system or in the industry, our banks are linked to gifts. And so wherever you are, whatever transaction you are doing, our bank, once you give your bank account number, we can do business with you. So you don't need to be with one particular bank.
Okay.
Any bank that you are with. Okay. Once you give the instruction for the monies to be sent to ACOF,
okay,
the banking system will transfer money through, and then we'll have it.
Oh, okay.
And so you don't need to have multiple accounts with
so we are
our
not
own
restricted to some banks.
No. Any bank that you have, you can do your standing order for, and they will receive it.
All right. I think he will get it.
Yes.
Okay. So, all right. Please, your name and where you are calling from. You are welcome to the show. Hello, can you hear me?
My name is Emmanuel Tete.
Okay.
Yes. Hello.
Mr. Emmanuel, we are listening to you. Please listen to us from the phone and mute your TV set.
I'm calling from Eastern Region, Oduma Tekrobo.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Emmanuel. Oh, Mr. Emmanuel. Okay. Please, before you call us, make sure you mute your TV set or you lower it down and listen to us through your phone so that we can have a conducive conversation. Thank you. Please, let's continue from where you ended.
Yes, I
We
was
were talking
about the loan.
Yes.
So for a church member that needs a loan, after 6 months you qualify for up to 3 times your savings.
Okay. Let's pick the caller again. Please, Mr. Emmanuel, we are listening to you. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my name is Edward. I'm calling from Sunyani.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I want to ask, how is the process for a church member to register?
Okay.
Will I have to call you on this same number, the Hope Channel number, or you have a number that I will call and then you send the registration?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for calling. Okay, after the show, we are going to give out their contact, their various contacts. So if you want to register, you can call any of the contacts that will be provided so that you have in touch with them. All right, please let's continue before another person calls.
Okay, so when you apply for the loan, as I said, if you want 200, you have 100, then you get someone who is on the fund to guarantee the other 100 for you.
Oh, okay.
Then you decide, I'm going to pay it for 2 years.
Okay, this is for the workers.
For the church members.
Church members, okay.
Yes. For the church workers, it's done at the conferences.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so that one is very easy. You fill out the form and then you do all the fillings and it comes. We go through the process and then we write the check for you.
And the line is why very, very hot. Please, you are welcome to the show. Your name and where you are calling from.
My name is Stephen, calling from Machimonchi, Eastern Region.
All right. Brother Stephen, let's hear you.
Lisa, I wanted to ask for the granting of loan.
Okay.
Let's assume, as he said, let's say you have 20,000 in your account and maybe you want to request a loan of 30,000, then you need a guarantor. So the guarantor should have more than 10,000 in his account or her account before the loan can be granted.
Yes, please.
Okay. So far as the person is on the fund, he can guarantee.
Okay. So it's best with the same feathers flock together. So your guarantor must also have the same
money.
amount.
It should have money.
Yes.
Yes.
At least enough
to guarantee that portion for you.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to add
more?
More?
And then you assess in terms of your financial status or ability to pay.
Okay.
So it's not because it's times 3 that you give you times 3. We will look at the kind of business you're going to do and what you do, your income levels,
okay.
And then we look at the number of the period that you're looking at, 6 months, 1 year. If it's okay within a year, 3 years, as a church member, then we can grant the loan and then you can pay. So even if you have 100,000 Ghana cedis with us, but you cannot pay for a 300,000 loan, we will not give you 300,000. We'll assess, and based on the assessment, we'll give you what you can pay, so that we don't end up having to be calling one another or having to be falling on your guarantor unnecessarily, because at the initial stage, once we see that you cannot pay, we don't even have to continue, so that we all be at peace with one another. We are all Seventh-day Adventist church members. We don't have to get ourselves entangled in situations where we have to come in with strict measures here and there. Okay. So as brothers and sisters, we'll do the brotherly thing and make sure that our brother or sister...
Let's pick this caller and then come back to continue. Please, you are welcome, and your name and where you are calling from.
I'm Eko. I'm calling from Winneba.
Okay, Mr. Eko. Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening.
Please, let's hear you.
Okay. They were saying before they will give you a loan unless you sit for 6 months.
Yes.
I have a question there, because that 6 months, sometimes if you see the person's savings is good for 3 months, there's no need to waste time. If the person applies, 3 months you can give it to him. And then another one, for example, I'm a businessman. I don't have daily sales for saving 6 months, but my business is on contract. I get like maybe 20,000, 30,000. I just come and save. Maybe I can put 1 or 2 savings there so 6 months before I apply, or you don't want it that way. Thank you.
You're welcome, and thanks for calling. Please, I hope you can answer him right away.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Nunu. So basically, this is like I'm a businessman, I have a contract type, and so my money comes maybe quarterly or half yearly or annually based on the contract, or maybe every 3 weeks I have a turnover. Okay, so that's why I say we assess the situation. And so if he gets to us and tell us the kind of business he's doing and how the inflows come, we can structure the loan to that. So we can decide to want to pay your loan on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, bi-weekly, monthly, or bi-quarterly, as long as we know that there's that assurance that once we grant you the facility, the terms that we are going with, you honor. I think we'll grant and then let you have the money.
Let's pick another caller. Welcome. Your name and where you are calling from.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello,
okay. Please, let's hear you.
That's why they be a couple.
Me pacho brabie. Hello. Hello. Me pacho ti enka.
Hello.
Aha, wada Ramadan ho kakra bi na san brabie.
But when person hello.
Okay. Please let's continue because I think the line is not clear. You can't hear him. I was about to ask about, I want to take you back to the age limit. We mentioned the minimum of 18 years and above. Is it up to 60, 50, 70 or?
I believe savings had no age limit.
Okay.
And so we have retirees who are with us and then they save quarterly. They come in and then have some withdrawals for them. So basically those ones, we can do. So most of those times we prefer they do the Medachi type of account, whereby at any point in time that they need money, they can have access to their funds and then we can do.
So that one comes with no interest.
It has interest. So basically for the many that so we have every year the board sits in the last quarter of year, like 2023, in the last quarter of 2023, we do assessment of whatever has transpired, projections for 2024, how things will be, and they will set our interest rates. And so come January, it becomes effective. And so as of this year, for the money that's which is the savings, it's 9% per annum. And for the Medachi, which is the purpose driven, it's 14% per annum. And then for the loan, it's 15% per annum. So every quarter every last quarter we do the assessment before the year begins, and then it's approved, and then that is what we run it for the year. We don't change within the year, even if conditions sometimes go the other way. We still maintain our promise to our members because we are in the same community.
Let's pick another caller. You are welcome. Your name and where you are calling from. Hello.
Hello.
Please, we can hear you.
Good evening.
Good evening, madam.
I'm talking from Bolga.
Okay. Please, let's hear you. Yes, we can hear you.
I am Adima Comfort.
Okay.
I'm a member.
Okay.
My question is that if we don't have someone to guarantee you, what are you going to do? So does it mean you will not get the loan if you want a loan?
I think the question is so clear. Okay. You'll be answered.
All right. Thank you very much for calling us from Bolga.
Yes.
And then we appreciate your participation and your contributions. Sometimes persons don't need to have the 3 times. You see, for the type of business you're going to do. So sometimes you can have, maybe you have a 500,000 cedis balance in your account. And that is maybe just exactly amount that you need for your business. And so why will you want to go and take 3 times and then you start with, if you can start with 1,000 cedis. And so such persons will counsel, will discuss and advise. And then we'll see that if for this type of business you can start with your savings. Now, but instead of withdrawing your savings to go and start, let's put it in your saving earns interest for you, and then you have your business also running. So at least you have something to fall on in terms of if business, especially when it's a startup. When business don't go well, you still have your savings that you can fall on.
You are welcome. Please, your name and where you are calling from.
This is Eda Costa, calling from Sejumase.
Okay, Eda.
Please, assuming you build a church and you want money to buy things for the church, like doors, windows, and you have, let's see, 1,000 cedis. How can you help us?
Okay. As you, the church being a member of the fund?
Oh yes, the church is a member of the fund.
Okay, okay. All right, you'll be answered.
Okay. So for the churches, we still route them through the conferences.
Okay.
And so for the church, they will go through the church pastor or the district pastor. The district pastor leads them to the conference, and then they fill out the form, and the conference will send us their forms, and they will assess if they qualify, and then we'll send the monies to them. Now, for churches, you see, we want to take one church from the classroom under the tree, one at a time. Yes. And so we'll work with you.
Okay.
And start with, sometimes we've built with our members from foundation level to roofing and into finishing.
Okay.
So we'll discuss with the leadership and then see how best we can help them. So no matter how small the money is, we are here to help, and so we can give. Sometimes we give.
You're talking about the church because of time. Let's talk about this. How is ACOF also supporting the church projects? Because I learned you are giving back to the church.
Yeah.
So, as a church, we believe in giving.
Okay.
And then as a corporate institution, we also have a responsibility towards our community. In this case, our community is the Seventh-day Adventist Church.
Yes.
And so most of our givings and our donations goes to the churches for projects that either we support or for projects that are of interest to the community, especially for the church. So every year, out of our surplus, we set monies aside based on the approval from the board, and then these monies are used for various projects in the churches. Okay. We've done lamb shelters, we've done communion sets, we've done renovation of primary schools, we've done personages, we've done vehicles, for our conferences and all that. Okay. And so at any point in time, based on the need of the various communities, then we can assess and then help. And since it's a church, you go through the church hierarchy. So from the union to the conference to the district and then to the local church. And so when we identify, we go through the process, and then everyone is aware, and they will monitor and follow up to make sure that the money is given are used for what was spent to be used for. Okay. And then for now, we can say that any money that we've given out, by the grace of God, members have used it to or for the purpose for which it was given, and then we appreciate their support.
In our previous discussion, we talked about being a member or purchasing the shares, and then that can guarantee you to acquire a loan. Can you elaborate more on that?
Okay, so the shares, for now, a share, one share for ACOF is 300 Ghana cedis. Okay. One share 300 Ghana, so you buy in multiples of that. Based on your strength. And then now, as Esther mentioned before, if we are a shareholder, we're preparing ourselves very soon in the year 2024. Our first annual general meeting will definitely come off. Okay. And so for that meeting, it's only shareholders that can come. So even if you're a contributor and you don't have a share, you may not be invited to that meeting for decisions to be taken. Okay. So we expect every contributor to have a share. So we invite, and then we have that meeting. And at that meeting, if the surplus for 2023, or after audits and then assessment, will be declared that we had this much, and a percentage of that, which is A, is being given as dividend to our shareholders. Okay. And then based on the number of shares that you have, that's how much you'll be given as a dividend for the period. And so aside your interest that you're earning on your contributions on a monthly basis, you still end up being a residual receiver of the surplus that this ACOF has made for the year under review. And then you have your dividends also given for being a shareholder of the fund.
Okay. That's very interesting.
I want to add a little. If you have shares, you have purpose-driven, you have a savings, and you don't have a guarantor, you can get a loan whereby your purpose-driven account and then can guarantee.
Okay.
Let's say you have bought shares also. That amount also can guarantee your loan for you. It's also possible.
Okay, that's interesting. I think for the sake of time, I will ask you to give out your final words to our viewers. So I'm starting from you.
Thank you very much. Today I'm sending out an appeal to those who transfer monies from the banks to the various from the various banks to our accounts, our Momo accounts. When we receive the monies, the names are not there, and there is no telephone number, so it's very difficult to know that this amount is for A or B. So please, I want to use this medium. If you have transferred any money from your bank to us through the phones, please get in touch and then let's credit your account, because it hasn't reached your account yet. We have put it somewhere for you.
Okay.
Yes, we want to thank all our customers for doing business with us. We ask the Lord's blessings on the work that they are doing. We ask that they will prosper in everything that they do, and want to say hello also to all ACOF staff as well and our families. Thank you.
You are welcome. Now, Yada.
Okay, so to our good and faithful contributors, we're grateful for doing business with us, and then we're here to stay.
Okay.
We've survived all the challenges in our system since our inception, and then wherever we place our monies and everything are secure. And so you, in putting your monies with us, be assured that your monies are safe, and then we are very credible, and then now with the registrars backing, we know we are here and we're going to reach higher heights. It's only time that we all have, the time for us to do business, a time for us to interact, a time for us to share whatever we have and to give back to society at any point in time. That is what our service here on earth is about. And once we're able to do that, we know until Jesus comes, we will help solve some of our problems in our various communities, in our churches, and individually. If you take a loan to improve yourself, except for education, you're not taking a bad loan.
Yes.
It's for an improvement, and then you get the rewards and get the returns very soon. If you do that for your kids' education, you've not taken that for, it's not a bad investment.
Okay.
In educating the kids. Very soon our kids will take over the church, and then we need educated Seventh-day Adventist members to man our activities. And so let's help get our KD accounts going, as long as we do the savings for other businesses and then purposes that we want to save for. Remember the kids. Put some money aside for them. One day they'll come back and thank you that, Mom, Dad, grateful that you save at least 20 cedis every month. Keep for the next 10 years. Do it for the next 20 years. And when they are old enough, they take over the account, and then they will appreciate the sacrifice you've done for them. And we are here to support. And so for that one, the interest is as high as the purpose driven. Okay. Even if it's 1 cedi in the account, it gets interest of 14%. We want members, we want parents to be interested in the awards also welfare. One day, we'll all be glad that we did. Savings is the difference between the rich and the poor. And so once, no matter how poor, even if you think you are poor, start saving. One day you look back and say, oh, if I even started earlier, I think I should be having this much of balance money in my account.
Very true. Thank you very much. Before we wrap up, please kindly take their contacts. So take your time and listen to them. These are contacts for ACOF. I'm talking of Adventist Heritage Cooperative Fund Limited. 0202 027703. I'm taking it again. 0202 027703. Then we have 0202 0277 04. So we have the 03, 04, 05, and 06. Same digits. I take it again. So the initial 8 digits are 0202 0277. Then 03 is their contact, 04, 05, and 06. And then also MTN 0596 911664, 0596 911664, and then 0596 912590, 0596 912590. This is where time will permit us to end our discussion. We are so grateful to have Mrs. Esther Owusu Ajay in our midst from Adventist Heritage Cooperative Fund. She is the Chief Operations Officer. And then we also had Elder Samuel Otibwadi, the Chief Financial Officer in our midst. And then we discussed about Adventist Heritage Cooperative Fund Limited, ACOF for short. My name is Nana Kwamisika, and remember, Hope Business Forum is proudly sponsored by Midimafo Herba Clinic. Thank you very much for staying with us throughout the discussion. Those of you who joined us later, we are grateful to you as well. Until we meet again, we say Shalom.